Yes, namaste. What's going on, man? What's going on? The money flow. The money flow. The money's flowing right now. You know, that's the title of my book, my ebook on trading. Look, markets go up, markets go down. Right now, we got technology got hit hard. Sold off all the momentum stocks, the Pelotons, the PTRs, the Teslas, the NIOs, all that kind of shit. Baba, Square, PayPal, Facebook, except not Snap. Snap said, fuck that, it went up, okay? So as you're a student of the markets, as a trader or investor, we have to go to 102, or 202, 201, what do they call it in college? 101, 201, 301, 4. Like, we got to start going up the scale. We can't stay at the beginning level all the time. And so as we mature as a trader, as you mature as an investor, that comes with experience. Like, that can't be hacked. It's just being in the game every day, like being a person that plays the game every day. So for me, the stock market is like this big fucking chessboard, this game that I'm playing with money. And I'm trying to make money with money. And I've got it in these different asset classes. I've got buy and hold set up, sheltered, tax sheltered in IRAs, SEP IRAs, health savings account. Like, you can go research that. You can get a health savings account, which is just like having another IRA, meaning you're allowed to store money. And if you're married, it's $7,200 a year, and you know they could change it anytime, I guess. It acts like an IRA. Here's the cool thing. It could technically be part of your emergency savings, since you can pull it out with no tax consequences for a medical problem or like a death, I believe a death. You know, somebody gets sick and you got 60 G's in there that you've been building by putting, I think I put $150 a week in mine. Now listen, some years my insurance didn't qualify. Your insurance has to qualify under the IRS tax code. So you have to check and see, do you have a high deductible insurance? If you do, and it's HSA eligible, you should go open one. Now, I'm no tax advisor, I'm no tax accountant, no financial advisor. I'm just a guy that does shit with money to make money. And I try to share some of the things that I do. One, I invest in real estate. I buy houses, like single family houses, little simple houses. I like 2-bedroom houses. I try to get them, you know, obviously as cheap as you can. You do what you can do. But what I'm really trying to do is get money invested in real estate. Every deal for me doesn't have to be the best deal, especially as you get more and more deals, because some deals are going to be great property, some are going to be a pain in the ass, but as you grow your portfolio, you begin to, everything begins to multiply. The price appreciation multiplies, the loan pay down begins to multiply. You're not paying one mortgage off. Think about this. Let's say you have a mortgage. Think of this for just a second. Think of this. You're 30, your buddy's 30. Think of this. At age 25, you get hip to the idea that there's a science to getting rich, and it's a perfect, listen to this. There's a science to getting rich. It's an exact science like algebra or arithmetic. There are certain laws that govern the process of acquiring riches. And once these laws are learned and obeyed by any man, he or she will get rich with mathematical certainty. The millionaire code is about time times amount times yield. Now, we don't know how much time we got. You might go young, right? Good die young. You might live to be, look at fucking Warren Buffett. His money is multiplying exponentially because of how old he's lived. Time, how much time you got? So when I'm investing, it's 7 to 10 years. Right now, I'm accumulating shares of AEP, D, right? Verizon, right? Pepsi, Merck. These are all buy and holds. I believe they're cheap compared relative to other assets. Meaning, I think you might say, well, they're not dirt cheap. No, but everything's trading at a premium. Real estate's going up, Bitcoin's going up. Everything in the world is going up, but bonds and gold. And so as a person with money, what am I going to do? Guess what's not going up? Money, fucking cash. Just sitting on a bunch of cash is not going up. It's literally going down. It is a losing trade. So you might say, well, Bitcoin's risky. Yeah, but guess what? The fucking dollar is literally going down. Your price of purchasing power is going down. Now, we keep some cash. We have to keep some cash for emergencies, is our insurance policy, right? It's part of the 3 bucket system that I teach in the ebook. You don't have to die broke. But so you're 25, your friend's 25, you get hip to this idea that you can acquire riches with mathematical certainty, and you just go the simplest fucking thing. You just start putting a couple hundred, like $300 a month, fuck it, in the SPY. You're not even looking, it just goes there automatically. You read that book, The Automatic Millionaire, fuck it. I'm a party, but I got this 300 just coming out. When you get to like 30, you have a big ass chunk of money that's invested in the stock market. Like you did a wise fucking thing and you didn't know what you were doing. You just, with your fucking thumbs, set up an account, set up an automatic draft, and then went about living your life partying and ignoring it. And guess what? It grew over time. The market averages 9-10% a year. Some people say 8, but come on, 9 to 10% a year. Well, that works. Now take your friend. He didn't do any of that. 25, invested nothing. 26, invested nothing. 27th, invested nothing. 28, 29. Guess what he doesn't have at the age of 30 that you have? A big pile of fucking money. Now you have options. You have a big pile of money, probably like 50,000, maybe 60. Maybe now you say, fuck, dude, I'm gonna really try to grow this. And you get it to 200, 300,000. You know, fast forward another 10 years. And the friend over, you begin to see what happens as you begin to grow exponentially. Now, this is a guy who doesn't really know much. He's just doing the basic 8, 9, 10% in the S&P 500. He's not doing real estate. Now, let's say you say, cool, I'm going to try to buy one house a year. You're telling me, as God is your witness, if you put everything you had in it, if you became committed and faithful and decided to pursue this, that this became your goal, you couldn't buy one house? Of course you can. It's just good credit, some money, and signing a fucking piece of paper. It's not that hard. But guess what? You have to commit to that path. The Millionaire Blueprint is a process. The way average people, normal people, regular people, the way they get rich is they commit to the process and you go after it. Even if it's small sums, it's the process. Repetition. And as you go through the process, guess what? You get better and better. When you're a fighter, you get what? A little better and better. Guy's been fighting 6, 7 years, is gonna fuck you up. Even if you're bigger, faster, younger, and stronger, just for the fact that he's been fucking fighting consistently for 7 years. You could be stronger. You could be better skilled and still lose, right? Why? Experience. So even if you don't have much money, you go, okay, cool. There is a mathematical way to getting rich. It is to invest your money, create some sort of cash flow, reinvest it. And you say, why reinvest it? Why not put it in my pocket? You can if you got enough. Fuck, dude, put 10 million in the stock market. You're done. Every month you're getting shit tons of money. Never work again. You could live your whole life with that. But you probably don't have that, right? So since you don't have that, guess what you got to do? You got to get all your power pushing in. Push your intent. And then you want the money from the intent, from the shit you're pushing in, to help you out a little bit. When you get to where your investments are putting in more than you're putting in, it grows exponentially. It took me like 12 years to get there. 12 fucking years of reading on the stock market, reading the Wall Street Journal, Barron's, learning to trade, developing and seeing the 4 stages of price movement, the shit that I just dump on people like in one fucking weekend. It took me years to get to that. There was no dude that set me down and goes, listen, this is how you trade stocks. This is how you buy houses. This is how you save your money. You should put some here, structure this, get this going. And if you line all this up, you grow richer and richer exponentially every fucking day you stay alive. Just the laws of money. Time times amount times yield. So 10 years into this commitment, you have 10 houses. Dude, I know people have bought 10 houses in one fucking year. Go to Bigger Pockets. You'll see it every day. Saw a dude the other day, bought 28 houses in a year. Shit, I know people buy them in one fucking transaction. They go save enough money. They have enough money that now they can do a big deal. Maybe their first deal is fucking huge. Maybe you save a 200,000 or 300,000 and you buy 7 houses from a guy. One transaction, now you got 7 houses. What? You get it cash flowing, now what? You take the cash flow on the 7 houses, plus you're working, and you go do it again. And in 3 or 4 years, you have 50 fucking houses because you just decided to. Good credit, you're making good money, and you're aggressive. Now, you say, well, I'm not making that good money. Cool, then we'll buy a trailer house. Like, the game is fractal. There is no one being kept out. Meaning you don't have to be a good book writer to write books. You can just self-publish a fucking book. No one can stop you. You can just rap. You can just draw and post, and you can just push no one can stop you in this game. So the same shit that Warren Buffett's looking at, buying warrants. You know what a warrant is? Go research that. options, calls, and puts, right? You know what an option is? Go research that shit, right? And put in work, and then start doing some experience. Put on one options trade. Every day, commit to always having one on, and monitor it and manage it and learn to fucking trade. One day at a time. That's how you invest. One day at a time. Time times amount times yield. But it's a big picture thing, right? But you start small and you start simple. So right now, technology is selling off. What should you be thinking? Buying technology? We wait for what we call stage one. So what my trading book is, it's not some perfect trading strategy. When the market goes down, my shit goes down too, bro. Like I was down 15 fucking grand yesterday. And then like 7 grand the day before. My account's coming down. Why? Asset prices are being repriced. But guess what? I don't want to sell them. Because I believe long-term, these companies, these stocks are going higher. They're going higher. Look at Bitcoin. Bitcoin's going higher. Square put 10% of its money into Bitcoin. Like they're doing big things. More and more people are using Square and PayPal. These stocks are going higher. More and more people are using Roku and Pinterest and Snap. More and more companies are going to be hiring PLTR. Like more people are going to come onto Facebook. Like it's just going to be more and more. Tech's only going to expand, but it goes through cycles. Utility companies go through cycles. All of a sudden, people want to own dividend stocks. Guess what? A year and a half later, they don't want to own dividend stocks. It comes down. So we're not trying to dodge in and out of every move. We're trying to have capital to deploy to the moves that get presented to us. So inside of my buy and hold, I've had 3 times to purchase Ford at like sub $4. 3 times. And all 3 times, shit was terrible. And all 3 times, it would have made you a fucking fortune. You know how many times I've watched oil go from $100? Look where it's going now. Remember Jim Cramer said don't buy it? All these people are saying don't buy it. The whole fucking world's going to be driving electric cars. Bullshit. Complete bullshit. Yeah, one day in the future we will. That's why we were playing these EV stocks like Polo and Solo and I'm trying to think of some of the other ones. Like that's an actual sector, and there's going to be winners. Workhorse just got smashed, right? So that's a business, that's a sector, but so is utility stocks, right? And so this is why back to the beginning. There is a science to getting rich. It's an exact science like algebra, arithmetic. Certain laws, and once those laws are obeyed, meaning the law of compounding, of time times amount, meaning you control the amount every month, every week, every day, however it is you go about it. You inherit something, you sell something, you create a business that makes a bunch of fucking money, and you push it into here, right? And then you begin, okay, I'm gonna deploy some here, I'm gonna buy a house here, maybe a duplex, oh, here's some land, I got this business going, oh, we're gonna try to sell some of these, and this machine of you pushing your intent, deciding, hey, I gotta do more, I gotta get more, I'm gonna go try to get a job here, I'm gonna do this, so that I can take this money, not to survive. See, in order to prosper and become part of the 7% that run this fucking planet, you have to be on a task of becoming rich. You'll never be part of the 7% that control the assets that run the world. Now listen, the 1%, we know, right? Don't kill me, Illuminati. We know there's a very small number of people that run this whole fucking thing. We all know that, okay? We don't need to accept. But there are laws. The science of getting rich, and it is an exact science, like algebra, arithmetic. There are certain laws that govern the process of acquiring riches. Once these laws are learned and obeyed by any man, he will get rich with mathematical certainty. Meaning, if you find assets that produce a return, that appreciate over time, and you can take a small sum and leverage it, you can begin to grow exponentially. You're doing what? You're doing certain laws. You're involved, you're doing things in a certain way. The ownership of money and property comes as a result of doing things in a certain way. And those who do things in this certain way, whether on purpose or accidentally, get rich. While those who do not do things in a certain way, no matter how hard they work or how able they are, remain poor. Meaning it's a decision based upon action. And so as you get your shit right, your credit right, you become responsible, you begin allocating things, and then you begin to push for more. You begin to deploy things, assets, begin to send your little troops, your little monies into the field to bring you money so that you can expand. Man, we'll finish up later, man. I already tell this is going way too deep, all right? We'll get back to this.